The following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
Sitting down and designing, where every man in a thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC, you can't test me. Big up the girls inside the party. Let's get down to crazy Jimmy. Big up myself and known as Alfie, the one and only, the Turkish MC.
Always love the clothes of Jimmy.
Bitch, I'm your wanna be. Jimmy Star, new celebrity.
We'll take you out to Jimmy Stars.
Hey ho, what's up everybody? Welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, bringing you the good times in music, fashion, pop culture, and entertainment. We got a really fun show for you guys today. Hopefully we can elevate the mood a little bit with all the terrible things going on in the world. Before we get started, let me introduce my cool, outrageous, gorgeous man about town, Mr. Ron Russell.
Hey everybody. It's an old saying, the show must go on, no matter what happens, no matter what tragedy, no matter what sort of sad depression happens to you, you have to shuck it off and just become the actor. I'm trying very hard to do that today. I hope I can give you a fun show. As I wrote on Facebook, I'm devastated over this war that has broken out in Israel. The unthinkable things that are happening are shocking. A second Holocaust has come to the Jewish community. Killing of babies, killing of adults. I can't believe what's going on in this world and that we allow it. I fear that it will happen in America because of our open borders. I'm worried that maybe all of these Hamas or whatever they are, horrible Arab things,
terrorists,
whatever they are, come into our country and do the same thing to us, to be shot to death while you're sleeping in your bed. Anyway, if you want to hear any of that, you can go to the news. You don't need to hear it from me. Our show is a fun show, an interview show, and an up show. And I will do my very best to give you the best show today that I can give you.
I want to give shout outs and say hello. Lady Cindy Lady Lake has joined us in the chat room. I want to thank her for all the promotional work she does to help get people to tune into the show. Dawn Hinton is in the show. Hey, Dawn, hope you're well. We also want to give a very happy birthday shout out to Dean K. Piper. Dean K. Piper is the owner of W4CY. We've been working with him for 16 years. Love him to death. Today is his birthday, so we want to wish him a very, very happy birthday and only good things to come for him today and every day.
Happy birthday, Dean. I'm not going to say anything funny or sarcastic. But being your age, I wouldn't want to be.
But being your age, I wouldn't want to be.
No, he's 4 years older than I am. I'm 83 and he's 86.
Also, we want to thank everybody who's been tuning in to us on iTunes, which is Apple Podcasts. I would appreciate if you guys would do that more. I know you don't get to see the videos that way, but we moved up from number 90 to number 52 on the iTunes charts or the Apple Podcast charts. And we want to keep the numbers going up. It's a pretty big jump for 1 week, considering we've never been on those charts ever in our lives. So we really want to thank everybody for doing that and helping us, get up there on the charts. It's a lot of fun. And
thank you.
And Dawn says she loves my red glasses with the shirt and Ron's sleek shoulders.
My what?
Sleek shoulders. Dawn, I hope you're well, too. I hope everything is good. I love all your cat pics that you've been putting up. We really do have a fun show. There was one other thing I wanted to give a props to. I forgot what it was. 52. Oh, you guys, Irene Michaels, the singer-songwriter lady that we had on our show who's an author. She was also in the movie Killer Clowns from Outer Space. She was on our show several months ago, and I want to just congratulate her that she's for your consideration on the Grammy ballot for Best New Artist at 78 years old. So good for her. It shows you age is just a number, and you can do whatever you want, which Ron tells you that every week, because look at him. He's like nonstop.
Yeah, and I'm only 43.
That's right. You're only 43.
And if you believe that, guess what? I have a bridge in Brooklyn that I own. and I'm putting it up for sale. And I'll let you have the Brooklyn Bridge for a very good price. Contact me.
I'll see you guys. My birthday's on Sunday. I'm going to be old, 59.
I got to get a younger one because I would never sleep with a 59-year-old.
So I'm going to be 59, and wait till you see what I'm going to get for my birthday. It's so much fun.
A black eye if he doesn't behave.
It's a Chucky birthday, you guys. It's going to be fun. Like
imagine I have to sleep with almost a 60-year-old big. Ugh. Never thought in my life.
I'm like, God, the older I get, the more gorgeous I get. And I lost 5 pounds in the last 2 weeks, too, you guys.
I never dreamed in my life that I would have to one day sleep with a 60-year-old.
Well, one day he's going to be 72. Also, not 72, 70 also, and 72.
Can't we trade in our mates, like when they get to be a certain age? You trade in a car, right, if it's over 3 years old? Well, can't we trade in our mates if they get to be 60 and get a 30-year-old?
No. Not talking, but you're joking.
Of course
Isn't he cute, you guys?
I'm not cute.
He's adorable.
I'm not cute.
He is adorable, and everything is even though everything is terrible, we hope everybody's being safe, taking care of themselves. We have really 2 fun guests today, you guys. Our first guest is going to be Max Cerchi.
I think you're screwing up that last
I know.
name.
We're going to ask him anyway.
No, spell it.
Cerchi.
Cerchi.
Okay, well, I don't speak Italian, so for me it's Cerchi. And
yeah, but that's like my real name. My real last name is Cesarigo. Now, how many people can pronounce Cesarigo? Not too many.
Cesarigo.
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 Cesarigo in English. And I have been called Cesarica, every friggin' thing you could think of. So my father was frustrated, cut the name to Cerego, and from Cerego. But I was born under Cesarigo. So Cerego is not even my real legal name. I'm an outcast. My sister is she's a Cesarigo. No, I'm a Cerego. I'm sorry. I'm legally a Cerego, not a Cesarigo. So I don't even bear my real family's name.
Okay.
That's what they thought of me. They said, so what? Make him a different name.
Anyway. Oh, now I forgot what I was
adapted
saying.
Russell because I loved and adored Jane Russell as a young boy. And I took her name when they said to me, your name is too ethnic. Because back in 1959, when I started acting, they said, no one will ever remember the name. It's ethnic. Get an easy name. Get an American name. So I chose Russell after Jane Russell, never dreaming that one day I would be her best friend and hang out with her and be with her, go to her house. She came to my house until she passed away. So that name is lucky for me.
So you guys, B. Claudia has just joined us from Germany. I want to just give her a thank you. You guys, all those really beautiful promos that you see sending you to Apple iTunes and sending you to the show and stuff, those are made by B. So I want to thank her. She's fabulous. And I really do appreciate all that you do for us. So thanks again, B.
I do also, B.
Absolutely. So we want to give a shout out to all the places you can listen to the show. We really want you, if you're listening to it and not watching the video, we really want you to watch it on Apple, listen to it on Apple Podcasts. But you can also hear us on SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Prime. So and then we're on about 150 or 60 more, but like everybody knows, these are the ones that everybody like knows and goes to all the time.
Any device that you have that uses the internet, we are on, and you can find us. Even your cell phone.
Yep. Oh yeah, definitely.
It's amazing. It's amazing what they do today, how we can be seen all over. Years ago you filmed it, and we were lucky if a network picked it up. But today, no matter what, how many amateur people have begun doing podcasts? People that they're not even in show business. They're not even actors.
I think that before the pandemic, there was like 500,000 podcasts. And then after the pandemic, now there's like 2 million.
Yeah, everybody wants to be in show business. They all think they're going to, hey, look at my friends. Hey, everybody, look, I'm on TV. Well, some of you should really get out of there because you stink. You're really terrible. I mean, Jesus Christ, you look like shit, and you don't know what the hell you're talking about, and you have a podcast. It's amazing.
Oh, my other announcement that I wanted to make, you guys. So
You're pregnant.
next Friday we're going to see Bloodthirst, the Mahal Brothers' new red carpet premiere movie with
and I love their movies
with Tara Reid and I think Costas Mandylor. And actually, it was written by our first guest who will be coming on in a little while. And then on Saturday we're going to Halloween Hotness, raising money for St. Jude's. It's at the Madame Tussauds Wax Museum, Tussauds. And we dress up in cowboy outfits. There's going to be a ton of people. They just added Eric Roberts.
It's a Western theme.
They just added Eric Roberts, who we know because he was on our show.
Right.
And so it should be a lot of fun. And you can donate by going to Halloween-hotness.com. So Halloween-hotness.com, or just Google it. You can get tickets still to go. I think they're only about $35 to get a ticket. Or you can just donate to St. Jude's by going to Halloween-hotness.com. So please do that, you guys, and you'll see.
And if you're in a really good nature, and if you're in a giving mood, Israel needs money. I don't know the exact website or how to get the money to it, but I think it's the United Jewish Appeal. And send money because we need to help those people defend themselves against the evil corruption that has bestowed them. So find out what it is. I think it's United Jewish Appeal, I think. Check it out, folks.
B said she donated. Thank you. So it's all really good, you guys. Our two guests today, our second guest is going to be James Stokes. He was on the show with us before.
Yep.
He's played Jason. He was kind of a last minute. We had another guest scheduled, and I called him out of the blue and said, hey, I had a cancellation. Could you come on the show? And so he's coming on the show, but we had a great time with him. And he's actually in one of the movies that our first guest did called Adrenaline. And so it'll be kind of like fun. That's our 6 degrees of separation between the two guests. And our first guest is Max Cerchi, or however you pronounce it, which we'll ask him.
Cerchi.
It's also Massimiliano Cerchi because he's Italian. And he's probably one of the biggest independent directors in Hollywood. And he's got some great films, and he's worked with some great people. He's a really nice guy. I met him actually last year at Halloween Hotness. We run in the same circle, but we don't really know each other. So it'll be fun to have him come on. And I thought it would be fun too because he's Italian and Ron's Italian, and so they can kind of do that Italian bravado
and we
thing.
Italians stick together.
Yes,
no matter what.
So it should be good. And then after the show, you guys, I'm going to see Saw X, Saw 10 with Ron's daughter, because Ron doesn't watch those bloody things where the blood spurts out.
I'm in them, but I don't.
Where they chop off heads and hands and stuff. He doesn't like that.
Especially now with the war in Israel, I don't want to see it.
So I'm going to see Saw 10 with Ron's daughter, Deirdre, and it should be a lot of fun for me to see a really scary
ghouls.
movie.
I feel people that go to see those movies are ghouls.
Yeah.
I don't like that sort of stuff. I'm in these movies because they're fun to make, but I never watch them because I'm not of that nature. I'm a guy that likes romance and fun and laughter. I don't like negativity, and I find most of these movies extremely negative with the killing and the ugliness of the film. But that's the thrill that people enjoy so much, because horror movies, believe it or not, are the number one films today for people to see. There's no such thing as the movies Three Coins in the Fountain, Love is a Many Splendid Thing, or those lovely love stories of years ago. Now people want to see car chases, bullets, punching, kicking, blood, shooting, chopping, slashing.
Which we saw.
You know what? If you want to do that, just go to Israel. You don't have to watch a movie. Just go to Israel, because that's what's happening in Israel. The violence, the killing, the slashing.
It's different, though, because that's real.
It's real, but I'm saying, so if you're a thrill seeker, go to Israel, because I think it's the same thing.
That's just terrible. We watch Fast X, you guys, and Fast X has so much bullshit in it, it's not even funny. And I'm a huge fan of the Fast and Furious series. I did the costume design on the second one, and so I couldn't believe it, but it's so unbelievable. It's just not even funny, which I liked it so much better in the first two, when it was just regular things that cars could really do, as opposed to flying in space and parachuting off mountains.
CGI, they have cars doing things that they can't possibly do. But it's called movies, and movies are fake, and that's why people go, because they want to get away from the real world. But now when you go to these movies, you're back in the real world again, so you're not escaping the real world. I like a thriller. I'm in a wonderful movie coming up, and I cannot wait for us to shoot it. And it's a thriller. and it's a good script, and that's what I like, when it's interesting, intelligent, and it gives you chills and you get goosebumps.
So I think what we're going to do while we're waiting for our first guest to take a quick music break. You guys, this is Emblem 3. We had them on the show this year. One of my favorite young pop bands. The name of the song is Sunset Boulevard. So enjoy it, and hopefully when we get back, our guest will be here.
Oh yeah, the sauce.
Horn. Oh,
That shit will kill you.
Take a trip to Sunset Boulevard in the city of stars. The city of blinding lights and starry eyes. I said, no, welcome to the city of angels. Oh, 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 oh. The city of angels. Oh, 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 oh.
yeah. I love my women like I love my juice. Naked, all natural, no preservatives or fakeness. I like my ladies like I like my Brady's and bunches. Got the six pack, I ain't talking about the crunches. Hit it till I quit it like Tyson's punches. That's how you gotta rock if you wanna punch it. I swear, make it less busy. Buzz cute, Betty got me dolly dizzy. I'm lost in her eyes like, oh my God, where is she? Down here in SoCal, we getting busy in the city. Getting busy in the city.
Let's take a trip to Sunset Boulevard in the city of stars. Yeah, city of blinding lights and starry eyes. I said, well, welcome to the city of angels. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. City of angels. Whoa, oh, oh, oh.
A bright future reflects off my aviators. Here's a peace sign going out to all my haters. High five, keep done, no hurt hand when we get samples of yogurt land. And we chill smooth, talk about Betty Blondie. Kill Bruce, play Call of Duty Zombies, yeah. Starting to get the best of me while she makes her mind up whether she wants me to wrestle.
Let's take a trip to Sunset Boulevard in the city of stars. Yeah, city of blinding lights and starry eyes. Welcome to the city of angels. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. City of angels. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. Yeah, yeah. Oh, in the city
All right, everybody, that was Emblem 3. Now we're going to bring on our first guest. Let's make sure we can hear him. Let's get him on. Go ahead and bring him in, Juan.
Hello, guys. Thanks for having me.
Hey, Max, how you doing?
Thank you. All good. How about you guys?
We're good. So let me ask you a question. How do I pronounce your last name correctly?
Is Cerchi.
Cerchi.
Perfect.
Cerchi. All right, everybody. Now we want to welcome to the Timmy Star Show with Ron Russell, probably one of the biggest indie film directors in Hollywood, Max Cerchi. Hello and welcome to the show.
Hello, and thank you for having me. How are you guys?
Good. Let me introduce this.
Io sta bene adesso. Sono molto, how do you say, upset della guerra. Questa guerra è terribile, ma che cosa può fare? Niente.
Oh, parli italiano?
Yeah.
Io parlo italiano bene.
So this is my co-host.
Io sono italiano. Mio
Italiano, va
Mio
bene.
padre è venuto di Genova, mia madre è venuta di Venezia,
Perfetto, io di Napoli, di Napoli.
anche in Italia.
So this is Ron Russell. He's my co-host.
Yes.
Say hi to Max.
Yes, yes.
Hi. Ciao.
We have a chat room with people starting to fill up, so just say hi to everybody in the chat room.
Hi, everybody.
There you go. It's fun. So now, where are you? You're in LA, right?
I am in LA, yes.
Okay, I love it. So first of all, tell everybody what your real name is. So we didn't put his real name on his promo, you guys, because his name is so long it would take up the whole promo. But it's a beautiful name. Tell us your real name.
Well, since I'm Italian, my first name is Massimiliano, it was like Maximilian. But since I was a little child, even in Italy, they call me Max because, it's too formal. Massimiliano, I'm already gone. So,
Massimiliano.
Yeah, what's the last name?
Cerchi.
Oh, so Maximilian is not. My name, you ready for it? Rolando,
Yes.
Rolando Rocco Cesarigo.
Perfetto.
That's why I'm Ron Russell.
Easier. Yeah, like me, Max,
That's right. All right, so we're very happy to have you guys. If you want to follow Max in his Instagram, it's just his name, as you see it on the screen, Maxcerchi. He was born in Italy. He moved to
Dove in Italia?
Napoli.
A Napoli.
Napoli.
What does that mean?
And Napolitan. Listen, my mother was half Napolitan. And when they got mad at you, my mother would go like this. Ti mazzo. And you used to run. Scappa via.
You just run, yes.
Scappa via, subito.
Via.
Via, subito. Se no ti dà tanti schiaffi in faccia.
Sì,
And my father, in Genovese, the dialect of Genovese, you know what he used to say to me?
Yes.
Ti tacca miaggia. Capisce? Ti tacca miaggia.
Yes.
I'm going to stick you right against the wall. One hit, you're going to get stuck on the wall. Italians are wild people.
Very. And my father was half German, so half Italian, half German, so,
Okay, so you're half.
Was option A or option A?
We have a fabulous girl in the chat, lady in the chat room who supports our show and does all kinds of graphics and stuff for her name. Her name is B. Claudia B, and she's in Germany.
Okay.
So say hi to B. Claudia because she's
Hi, B. How are you?
She loves it. She put up all kinds of stuff about your cousin with the Academy Awards and stuff, which we can mention. But so basically, you came here and you made your first movie in 1993. So you've been making movies for 30 years, and you don't even look old enough to be 30.
Oh my God! Thank you. I'm 51 actually. See, I already took 1 year off.
First movie when you were 21.
in gamba.
Grazie. Anche tu.
Io sono 83.
Also, you guys.
No, seriously, io sono 83.
No.
Sì,
What did you tell him? You're 83? Yeah, he's 83.
Maximo, I give you 60. Gee, damn.
There you go. He likes that, so thanks.
Right. Now, what do you think of Sophia Loren, Anna Magnani?
They're older now, but they
Would
still.
you like to direct Sophia and Anna Magnani? Would you have liked to have directed Anna Magnani?
Of course.
Brilliant
But
actress.
I left Italy when I was young. I was 19 when I left Italy, so it's been a long time.
Actually, you did really good, though. If you made your first film at 21, it didn't take you long to get started.
22. I moved. First movie was 94. So in January will be 30 years.
That's awesome. I love it. So let's just so you have a cousin, Michael Cimino. Is that how you pronounce his name? Cimino. You guys, he's the Oscar winner. He's the director of The Deer Hunter. I think he got like 5. That movie got like 5 or 6 Oscars. It was one of the biggest movies ever. I love the movie. I can remember it. The Deer Hunter.
Oh, The Deer Hunter.
A huge movie. So now, was that because I don't know when that movie actually came out, but did that have an emphasis or what's the word I'm thinking
like an influence?
Yeah, an influence. I couldn't think of influence. Retarded. Okay. Did that have an influence? The fact that you had someone in the business that was so successful?
At the time, we didn't even met because I was a child. I was really young. So I was not planning to be in the business until I was 14. I watched the movie The Hills Have Eyes with Wes Craven, directed by Wes Craven. And there was an actor that I really liked, Michael Berryman.
Yes, he's
And-
a friend of mine. Okay.
Yes, and then in '97 we became best friends. So
Oh,
that
that's
was really good. That was really good. Yeah, it was really good. It's when something is meant to be.
And it's funny because I actually invited him to come on today because I didn't know that you were friends, but I just thought he would be a good person to have with you.
He's a good guy.
He's going to come on like probably in November because
Very
he was available. But yeah, he's great. I met him at Screamfest, which is a horror convention in Florida because I'm from Florida. I used to live in Florida, and that's where I kind of got into all the horror stuff. But I love all of them. So The Hills Have Eyes. What did you think of then? If you like The Hills Have Eyes, what did you think of like the remake? I guess there's a bunch of remakes, but the first remake.
I don't watch remakes.
Oh, good for you. That's a good answer.
Thank you.
He doesn't.
We are
like-
old school, so we have to keep, why redo a movie that's already been done? We already know the story. We already know the outcome. So
I love that answer because I always watch all the remakes, but I'm always disappointed. And a lot of times, what happened?
I don't know. I'm still here.
Hey, Juan, what happened? He's gone. We don't see him.
There we go.
A lot of times, the remake, like this, you can just go get new material. Like you're a writer, you write a bunch of stuff. So do you write most of your material?
I write all my story. I have a screenwriter in Australia, Adrian Mills, that write all my screenplay. Really, really good guy. And we've been doing this for many years. So it's a good team. My composer is in Italy. My VFX person is in UK. My writer is in Australia, like I said. So it's an international team. And then we collaborate via internet, thank God.
Oh, yeah, I love that. Which one thing I wanted to mention real quick, you guys. So you guys, Max is also one of the celebrity guests at Halloween Hotness, raising money for St. Jude's next weekend. We're going to be there.
Perfect. We'll meet there.
Yes. Cool. Actually, you probably don't even remember, but I was with like Rayster Michaels or somebody, and I met you at the last Halloween Hotness. I don't know how long you were there, but you were there for a short while.
Yes, very little.
Yes, and I met you there briefly. That's how I knew kind of like who you are. And then we kind of run in the same circle, but we had never run into each other because we know
That's
all
correct. That's correct.
So I love it. And also, we're going to be coming to the Mahal Brothers Bloodthirst premiere Friday.
That I wrote.
You wrote it, yes.
Yeah.
It's like all these 6 degrees of separation. So I love it.
Will you be there?
I will not be there. Yes.
He'll be there Saturday, you guys. So buy a ticket for the St. Jude's Halloween Hotness, and you can meet Max along with all the other cool celebrities, and we'll be there too.
Very good. Very good. I wrote the story for it. Adrian Mills wrote the screenplay for Bloodthirst. I was supposed to direct, but there was the COVID shutdown. So, and at the time I was overseas and I was not able to make the flight.
Probably to get back.
Do you miss Italy? Do you miss Napoli?
It's been, oh my God, last time I was there was 8 years ago. I missed the pizza.
You missed the pizza?
You miss pizza. I love Italy. I'm sorry that my father came here, that he didn't stay in Italy, because then I would be living in Italy.
Italy is good as a tourist to me.
Italy is a magnificently beautiful country. The terrain, the people, the food. I don't care for the politics too much. Government not so hot, and as far as being Genovese, they're a little stuck up. I prefer the Sicilian Napolitan.
Yes, the southern.
Especially the Napolitans when they get mad at you and they say,
Can we say it?
I'm going to say it.
E sai che cazzo?
No, peggio è una parola genovese, ma più peggio di questo. Sfacimi di puttana.
Sì. We will not translate it for the viewers, but yes.
That's the sperm of a whore. And, in Italy, cursing is not vulgar. That's the funny part. When an Italian is screaming at another Italian because their car's hit, fanculo, succido, bastardo, queste parole, tutte quelle parole. All those words are said, and it doesn't mean anything in Italy. Why is here in America, if you say the littlest thing, più piccolo cosa, everybody gets insulted. But in Italy, no.
It's a way of talking, It's like to say, hey, bro, pretty much, or dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I go to Italy often because I have cugini at Genova. I have quite a few cousins, and they're very elegant people, very beautiful people.
So hang on, let's go back to you.
I love Italy.
So
I'm happy I'm Italian.
So horror was your, because one thing I find very interesting, I went through your IMDb, I went and watched trailers of all your movies that I could see. Some of your movies I've actually seen. How because you're not typecast, you know, all the other indie directors are typecast. They do horror or they do sci-fi. They only do one thing, and you are not typecast. You've done everything.
Thank God, yes. What I did was I started as a low budget indie movie director. Then in 2017, I had my big break with Lionsgate. And then after that, I always contact the sales agent or distributor like Cinetel, Lionsgate, and the rest of them, and ask them what they want. And based on what they want, I do the movie for them. So right now, sci-fi is hot. So now we're doing, sci-fi, which is in post right now. It will be at the American Film Market in November.
When you direct, do you direct like Vittorio De Sica, or do you direct like Alfred Hitchcock? Are you an American director or an Italian director?
I direct like Max.
Wait a minute, Max. If I were in a movie, because I'm an actor, and you were directing me, how would you direct me? With the mentality of the Italian or the mentality of the American?
To be honest, it's a mixed mentality, because being born in Italy and watch a lot of Italian movie, and also being a big movie buff of American, so the mentality is mixed. So it's a sort of a very different approach. I give my actor 99% of freedom, unless they completely go off character, and then that's where I intervene. I am more of a technical director on aspect of where to put the camera, what kind of lenses, etc., etc. In regards of the actor, I give them, like I say, 99% freedom. I don't direct like it's theater, walk 3 steps, grab the glass of water, drink it, put it down. That's stupid. You have to give an actor his freedom. If not, his character will not show us on film.
All right. Now, when Vittorio De Sica directed, he expected everything from the actor. He would, because Sophia Loren was a fan of his, but she said working with him was difficult because he wanted every single bit of her. He wouldn't tolerate losing any of it, and he would insist on it. I want everything from you. Are you that way, being an Italian?
All depends what kind of actor are you working with. If he's a professional...
An actor knows how to act. Sure.
Yes. If he's professional, he's doing that, like, I don't know, like Nick Turturro, which we collaborate a lot together. Nick Turturro, I just say, this is the script. He goes straight. If there is something that I don't like, we just do it together. We just change a few things, and then we move on. So,
he's a great actor.
Now, as a director, if I'm playing a mafia, which I always play a gangster, and my line is, "Oh shucks, darn heck, I'm going to hurt you," would you let me change it to "gonna get you now"?
Of course, that's normal.
The director who understands the actor.
Of course.
He's also a writer.
No. I'm just doing this because so many directors out there say, "Oh no, we got to do it according to the script."
No.
Or the writer gets upset. I say, "Fuck the writer. Fuck the writer. I'm not going to ruin my professionalism because he writes shitty words."
So
Thank God I have good writers. So we go along really well.
Well, and you are one of them. You're one of them. So you do have the movie in post-production that'll be going. It's a sci-fi movie, Andromeda Wars, with Chuck Liddell, Nicholas Turturro, John Mack, Rhino Michaels, Robert Donovan. We've had a bunch of them on our show. How do you say it?
Matthias.
He's awesome.
He's fantastic. Awesome. We are friends since 97. And this was the first time we worked together. So it was very strange. So we know each other for almost 30 years, and this is the first time. So
now the movie we're seeing Friday, you directed it.
No, he wrote it.
You wrote it. Oh, even better yet. Now I
wrote the story.
He said he couldn't direct it because he was stuck in COVID in another country.
Oh, I heard that before. But now I'm going to really, really know who you are by your writing, because I get a lot of scripts, obviously, because of our TV show right now. People watch us and they find out who we are and they send me on the computer scripts. I can't get through 3 sentences sometimes. I mean, what the hell are they talking about? They have no idea. Man comes into the moon and he flies to the toilet. And you're supposed to figure it out, you know? When you write, I like the writing of years ago. The writing tells you the character, the person he is, what his mentality is, and what he's about to do. I have a lot of scripts, movies that I'm in. I'm in 6 movies coming up now because of the strike. A few of them, I have to have a fight with the director and the writer because I'm going to tell them, what you expect of me makes no sense. There's no character development. I'm an old actor, 64 years in the business. I believe in character development. Do you?
Of course. That's
a lot of directors don't say of course. A lot of directors, they just read your lines.
Yeah, but a lot of directors are directors.
I love that.
They stink.
They wake up in the morning and say, I'm a director now.
I would love to work. I would love to work with you.
Let's do something.
Maybe someday we will. I'm a good actor. You get a lot out of me. I would like to work with an Italian director.
We'll have fun.
Something I've always thought of. That's why I think we're going to go to the Cannes Festival next year. And I think I'm going to meet a lot of Italian directors there. And I'm going to see if I can't get in an Italian movie. I would love to be in an Italian film.
We're an entertainment family, basically, because besides this show, I'm an entertainment publicist, and then I produce a bunch of movies, and raise money and stuff. So
I know you guys. So
it's a fun thing.
No, sei sposato?
No, fidanzato.
Oh, fidanzato.
Yes.
She's pretty, of course.
Yes, very. We work together. She's my producer.
She's Italian?
No, she's from Malaysia.
Where?
She's American. Malaysian.
Oh, but she's gorgeous.
Oh, then I have.
You will meet her at the.
Exactly.
No, we have a friend of ours. Matter of fact, I'm working with her. Her name is Ming Ballard. You know Ming. More beautiful than her, they don't find.
I disagree. My fiancée is good.
I'm sure that she's gorgeous.
No, Ming is Malaysian.
And Vietnamese.
Vietnamese, Japanese, Chinese, and French and English.
Oh, we go.
Never saw. Do you know what she looks like, Ming?
Yeah, I know what she looked like.
Well, she lost 30 pounds.
We're friends on Facebook.
There you go. Good.
She lost 30 pounds.
Very good.
Is skinny and magnificent.
I hope she will never find it back.
She won't get it back. So Malaysian women are extremely beautiful.
Yes.
So I want to brag a little bit about some of your movies, and then I want to talk about horror a little bit with you. So you guys, actually, we're going to play a trailer from one of his films called The Bouncer. And the reason I picked The Bouncer out of all the trailers you sent me is because sometimes we get flagged if we play trailers from big studios, and they won't let us keep it playing. They'll shut us down. And that one's not.
The communists in the business.
But the movie first of all, I didn't know who John Ozuna was, and then I started looking at him. What a superstar dude he is! Like, I was super impressed. Nicholas Turturro again, Costas Mandylor. One thing is, you work with a lot of the same people. I guess if they're really good, you like them because they're all A-list actors.
I'm very loyal, so I like to have always the same cast and crew as much as possible. But as soon someone's fuck up, if I can say that on
yes,
the show,
you can.
Then they immediately get removed. So
there you go. All right. So you guys, he wrote Bloodthirst, which we're going to go see.
I wrote the story. The screenwriter wrote my screenwriter wrote
the story. Got it. Okay. With Costas Mandylor, Tara Reid, Robert Lasardo, Sarah French, Alyssa Dowling, BJ Mezek, Eileen Dix. Almost all of them have been on the show. Adrenaline with both the Mandylors, Louis Mandylor and Costas Mandylor. And I wrote James Stokes down because he's our second guest.
I know. I saw it on the.
That was cool preparation. He's a great guy.
I want to ask Max.
Great guy.
I want to ask you a question. It's nothing to do with Hollywood. Do you think in New York City the statue of Christopher Columbus should be taken down?
No.
Good.
No.
History is history, you know.
That's right.
Good. You cannot remove it.
Slave master. You know what? They forget that the Italians were slaves once.
Absolutely.
The Jews were slaves.
Absolutely.
Everybody was a slave through history. not only the black people. So get over it, folks. You're just among all the rest of the slaves.
So hold on, let me finish bragging. So we've got a movie called Lockdown, you guys, with Michael Pare, Bai Ling, Scott Andrade, we know really well. Thomas Haley, we know really well.
Michael for years.
Al Burke, we know really well. He's the producer on a film called Painkiller. And I only brought it up because we've had Bill Oberst on our show a million times.
Very good friend.
With Michael Pare. And then The Penthouse I actually saw with Michael Pare. I didn't know it was you. Back then when I saw it. Michael Pare, Chris DeGrady is a friend of ours, Nicholas Turturro, Robert Fortunato, and then Mayday I saw with Michael Pare and Chanel Ryan, and Chanel Ryan's been on our show in the past. So a lot of these are actually more action than horror. How did you how do you? So now you go to studios and find out what they want, and you write a story based around that, so that way you're going to be able to make it happen. Do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite genre?
The one that makes money.
Okay. That was good and honest too. So I have a trailer I want to play for the movie The Bouncer. What would you call this movie? An action movie, right?
It's an action movie. Yes, an action movie. We shot entirely in Romania. We had fun. It was cold as hell. It was -5, -10, depending of the day. But it was very good crew, very good cast. We had fun. So
introduce it. Juan, you're going to play Look for the Bouncer. And just introduce it, say who you are, and this is your movie, and this is the trailer, and then we'll play it for everybody.
Hi, guys. This is Max Cerchi. I'm the director of The Bouncer. You will have fun. There are very good actors. John Ozuna, Nick Turturro, Kostas Mandylor, and a few more. Enjoy.
Can you explain to me what the hell I just saw?
Every week it's a new one, okay? If you stick around here long enough, you're gonna see that all the time, and you're gonna learn to look away.
Who are you, anyways?
Don't touch me.
For what?
Come on!
Go home or go to the hospital. Your choice.
In Russia, you kill nothing.
Shoot him!
Make us jammed!
I give you good life. This is how you repay me.
It's not going to end well. Do you know how to drive?
No!
I actually love it.
She's gonna need an operation as soon as possible.
How did he keep finding us?
It's a helicopter. Trouble when I see it.
His name's Kane. Ask anybody around here. He's into everything.
You cannot run forever. Already did.
Yay! Love it. Love it. So how did you find John Ozuna? I had never heard of him before, and then I looked him up and I saw he's like in a million movies.
Yes. John Ozuna is a good friend. We started as friends on Facebook, then we start talking. And he say, I would love to do a movie together. I said, okay, let's make it happen. And I reunite the team, the composer, the same writer, and we made it happen in Romania. As you can see, the helicopter is not CGI, it's a real helicopter. When he was doing this, we almost crashed, so it was very good ending. We almost had a different ending, but it didn't happen. So.
I love it. I think it's awesome. And so Ron only likes some action movies, but his favorite person is Jason Statham. He likes Jason Statham.
Because he's so ridiculous. 50 guys come at him and he beats up 50 guys. And I think that's wonderful because it's fun. Jason does it, it's fun. Some of the actors, when they do it, they're really mean. I won't name There's one in particular who was that way in person, who was really a mean person in person, and on film is mean. So I don't
have to know who is this guy.
I can't tell you, but I think if you're mean in person and you're acting mean on film, you're not acting. You're
an asshole.
Jason is a funny guy, and he makes beating up those people fun, and I enjoy that. I'm anti-violent. I'm not weak by any means. I mean, if anybody came near my daughters, I'd kill them.
Of course.
My children and my dogs and Jimmy. I mean, I would kill them. But I'm not a fan of blood and killing and cruelty, sadism. I don't believe that should be in film. I think film should be an escape, a place to go to escape what's happening today in this world. And I think we have too much of the negative, too much of the dark side of the world. Ugly sets, gray clothing, dirty people, skeevy. Vergogne, you know?
I understand what you say.
So I would like to see movies happier, lighter, brighter, to make people feel better about themselves. Even a horror movie. The old horror movies of years ago in the 1950s, everybody was dressed well, the sets were well lit, and the stories were stupid, but the movie got by and made money. So you don't have to have a dirty sewer with rats and sweat and ugliness to make a movie scary. Psycho, Alfred Hitchcock, Psycho, used a shower in a motel and terrified the world, and still does. There are still people who will not take a shower alone. They call their husbands or wives in. Not me, I'm not lying.
I'm laughing because it's true. That's why.
I saw that movie, Max, when it came out in 1960. And I know people that said, I can't, women, my husband has to come in the shower. I can't.
So wait, hang on, I want to go. First of all,
the men liked it.
I
know why. Because they could go in the shower.
Exactly, it's a good excuse. That's why I was smiling.
In the shower.
As we were saying before you came, so I like the action movies. I love Jason Statham. One of my favorite series.
I like action movies.
One of my favorite is the Fast and Furious series, but I really enjoyed it more like in the first two. I did the costume design on the second one. I like the first two because the things that they did were realistic and could really happen. Sometimes it gets a little bit too far-fetched when like in one of them when they're in outer space, you know.
Of course.
That gets to be too much for me.
The Fast and Furious movies are visually pretty.
Yeah, they're fabulous.
They're not ugly. They're well lit. The colors are good. The scenery is good. The aeroplanes, the machinery. You know, it's in
the budget. Yes,
exactly.
To do all those things.
You know, I love the Mall Brothers. I do love them. I really mean it. I go to all their movies. Some of them I don't like. Majority I like. And I keep saying it over and over again. If only they had $50 million, I would love to see what they would do with $50 million.
I'd like to see what you'd do with it, too, because I know you're not in that budget yet.
Yeah, because it's all about the money. No question about it.
Of course.
But the talent is there, and the Mall Brothers know how to pick a good script. There's 3 movies in particular that I really enjoyed. I love Tommy Knockers because our good friend is in it, and he was wonderful in it. And I can't think of his fucking name.
BJ Messick and Richard Grieco.
Richard Grieco.
I'm sure you know Richard Grieco.
Richard was wonderful. He didn't do a goddamn thing in the movie. He did nothing, but he was wonderful. And I like, of course, the one where they come out of the paintings.
Art of the Dead.
That's Art of the Dead. I like that movie.
That's how we met Robert Donovan, actually, because he's in.
Okay, very good actor, Robert Donovan.
Yeah, very good actor.
So now I'm going to see your movie that they did on Friday, and I'm sure I'm going to like it. And I promise you,
it's a vampire movie, and you like vampires.
Oh, it's a vampire movie?
Yeah, it is. It's a vampire.
Post-apocalyptic.
I'm going to be
post-apocalyptic vampire movie.
The third movie I'm doing, I play a vampire.
Very good.
But a gay vampire.
It's okay. A vampire.
Wait, and Ming Ballard is my daughter, and I'm teaching her how to become a vampire. It's a wonderful script. It's a very different script. It's nothing like the vampire movies you ever saw. And we're shooting that. That's the third film we're doing.
So wait, I want to go back to him, though. I want to go back to him. So now when I'm looking at these movies that I picked out on your IMDb, besides Bloodthirst, which you didn't direct, actually all of these are more action than they are.
From 2017, I was doing more action. Yes, that's
okay.
Right.
So what are some of the horror movies that so far you wrote me a note and Simon Phillips, The Witcher. So what was that for?
For The Bouncer, Simon.
Okay. Okay.
Was, in The Witcher, and a very, very good actor from UK.
So we have never seen The Witcher. Do you recommend The Witcher?
Very, very so. Very much, very much.
Okay, we need to watch. That's on. It's a TV series. It's on Netflix. I think.
I watched it. I watched a little bit of it. They were doing something on a Ouija board.
No.
This is medieval times.
Medieval time witches.
Action horror.
They have action figures, and I collect action figures.
The TV series I watched was Medium.
Oh, that's different. That's
Medium,
yeah,
where
that's
they
different.
were on the board. But I love vampire movies, and I hope you wrote a good one because I love them. They're very
like I say, I wrote a story. Adrian Mills wrote a screenplay. Together, we fixed things there and there. And it's a post-apocalyptic vampire movie. It's something a little bit different.
Post-apocalyptic? It means after the world is destroyed from nuclear war.
Which could be any day now because what's going
on.
So I know you like to make the movies that make money. Like if you were sitting around your house with your girlfriend, right now, yeah, and you didn't have anything to do and you were going to watch something, what genre is your genre to watch?
Action.
Okay. You definitely watch one of my movies, of course.
Wait, so what are some of your favorite action movies?
That I made or that I watched?
No, just in general. Well, what's your favorite? First, tell us what's your favorite action movie that you made.
My favorite is the one that I will do soon.
Oh, okay.
No. Usually, I like all the action. My favorite movie that I really liked to do was Mayday, because it's something that I wanted to do exactly. It was action with a little bit of horror in it. It was something a little bit different. One location.
On an airplane.
Yes, that's correct. That was my favorite action that I did. Of course, The Bouncer, Adrenaline, and the rest that I did are very good. Each one is different and going up one notch.
I like to ask questions about.
Please.
Because people don't always want to know about the business. They say, oh, bullshit. What is this guy all about? Now, dimmi qualche cosa. What is your favorite pasta?
It's pasta with eggplants.
Oh.
He loves
tomato sauce and eggplants. Very simple. No cheese, nothing.
That was a good answer for him. He loves eggplant.
Alla melanzana. So
yes.
That's
Pasta with melanzana.
I eat eggplant at least twice a week. And
my fiancé cook very good eggplants as well.
Oh, that's good.
And pasta lenticchie.
Hold on, we're going to switch, alternate, because I'm going to ask.
Pasta lenticchie. Ti piace pasta lenticchie?
No, I like the penne pasta.
Oh, okay.
So hold on. So then we have, because I saw on Facebook, I think you're gearing up or sometime soon for Mayday 2. Did I see it?
It's not Mayday 2. It's another movie. It's another action movie on a plane.
Oh, okay.
Story, but right now we are in pre-production of another sci-fi, and this one will be a sort of enemy of mine. I don't know if you guys remember that movie with Louis Gossett Jr.
Yes.
Which
one? Enemy Mine. Yes, I remember it.
Tell me.
Enemy Mine.
Did I see it?
It's a movie. No, you didn't see it.
It's a sort of story that we're gearing up to that.
I love all the sci-fi stuff, though. I think the sci-fi stuff's a lot of fun.
You have children?
No kids.
Were you married?
I was married, but I never wanted to have kids.
No kids.
I had 2 cats, but
we have 3 dogs.
Now is your
my turn?
Wait, no, I'm still in the same question. Is your fiance an actress?
No, she's a producer.
She's a producer.
Oh, producer.
She's a DP and a producer.
Oh, you could get in trouble there. Be careful.
It's a good team. It's a good team.
Yeah,
but we produce it together. So.
Be careful when you marry somebody in the business. It's woo.
But it's better in the business than not in the business. In the business, they understand.
Not really. There's a lot of wars in the business.
For now, knocking on wood, it's doing good.
We're happy.
Because some people. They think they know everything. Sa tutto. Sanente.
Poor Johnny. Poor Jimmy. Oh, no.
Okay, I know a lot. I know a lot.
And they always tell you what to do. All the time.
It's okay. This happens. It's normal. It's normal.
Yeah, it's normal.
The only time he leaves me alone is when I act. True.
Okay, good.
He never gets
get involved
because he's a fan of mine. He likes my work. So thank God I don't have a mate that's going to critique me and tell me I'm a lousy actor.
Thank God.
And he doesn't bother me when I'm producing. He doesn't do when I'm producing because I'm a fucking genius producer.
My father would say, "Succede, che cosa ti fai?"
So I saw you had a meeting with Joe Williamson. So when you see him, say hi. We love Joe Williamson. Really great
He's
guy.
my manager for many years, 7 years, 8 years.
Great guy. And,
wonderful guy.
You see Donovan Ising's been on the show a bunch, and Ron did a low-budget movie with Donovan Ising last year.
She's such a character. She is a total.
She's so much fun.
The scene, we were in a car, okay, and it was supposed to be on the ice. And the camera's behind me, and they want me to go straight. I said, wait a minute. We're on the ice. I'm from New York. I know what it's like to drive on ice. So I started doing this and swaying all over.
Like at 35 miles an hour.
She was screaming like you can't believe.
A real scream.
Real scream. So when you see the movie, Donna's not acting. She was terrified. She said,
good to know.
No, and my producer said, "You're crazy." I said, "No, not. I'm an actor."
That's how we drive.
And this is real. So you know what? They added the snow and the ice to it, and he said, "Ron, it's wonderful."
Very good. The important thing is what's on film.
That's right.
You get the feeling that the car's going to crash and you're going to be killed.
So here's something I like to ask people. You've worked with tons of great celebrities, great stars, people who really know how to act. I love the fact that, not to knock anybody. I know that everybody crowd funds, for their movies. It's not something I get involved in. I don't believe in it. And I don't believe in, letting people pay to be an actor because that's why my movie sucks. So I want to give you kudos. You came from a foreign country. You work with great actors, and you don't have to go through that model.
Thank you.
That's why your movie will be good. I keep telling the Mall brothers, I have to do this delicately. Some of the people you have in it were so fucking bad, they ruined the movie. And they made me feel I didn't want to see it anymore. I understand you need the money, but don't have these people they're selling fish, fish salesmen, and they're coming into the movie.
There's like 50 people with one line that have nothing to do with the movie.
But they ruined the scene. They ruined, because if I have to enter a scene and go, "Hey, you, come over here," and Ujatrul stands there.
I know exactly what you mean.
I know you do. So you've worked with some really great people. So here's a question I like to ask all the different people who come on. And since you're more of a director, we'll do it as a director.
I look forward to meeting you in person.
So it's a question. Male and female actor that you have not had an opportunity to work with that you would love to work with, and they could be living or dead. It doesn't matter. And then the second part of the question would be, if you could have directed any
one at a time.
No, wait. That way he can be thinking about it. If you could have directed any movie ever made in history, what movie would you have liked to direct?
Okay. The actor I would really like to work, and I spoke with the manager a few times, is Nicolas Cage. That would be
Nicolas Cage, the worst actor in Hollywood.
I love Nicolas Cage.
Why did you pick Nicolas Cage? Did you ever see the violin? Did you ever see the violin?
Yes, but it's a great actor.
And you still think he's an actor?
He's a great actor.
I like him too. He doesn't like him. I
love Nicolas Cage.
No, I have news for you. Nobody in the business likes him. They all talk that he's a bad. Nicolas Cage plays.
He doesn't have his own opinion.
No, he plays Nicolas Cage all the time, over and over again, and it's not good.
He was way over the top in that. What did you think of Renfield? It was too over the top.
Renfield, I didn't watch it.
Okay, it's not good. You won't like it.
I don't want to say anything against Nicolas Cage, but he wants $4 million.
No, $2 million.
$2 million now?
Well, actually, wants less if he likes the screenplay. So
okay, that's good.
Yes. That's something that actually the manager and I told.
listen.
Good for you.
Max,
Good.
Max.
Get him. He's good.
Max, get him, and you direct him, and maybe then he'll be a good actor.
The movie that he was really good for me, which a movie that I would have loved to direct, is 8 Millimeters. I don't know if you
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow.
That's a movie that I really would have loved to direct. Nicolas Cage.
That's the snuff movie, right? That's the snuff movie.
It's a story about a snuff movie. Yes.
Yeah, story about a snuff movie.
No, you don't just like Nicholas because he's Italian.
No. I like him because for me, he's a very good actor.
First of all, 8mm was a great, and I know from all the movies I produced that distribution-wise, he's gold.
Yes, that's correct.
He's very good for distribution.
I like Nicolas Cage in the movie about the tombs where they were going looking for the treasure.
National Treasure.
Great movie.
That was his best part.
I like that.
Watch 8 Millimeter. Great movie, great performance by him. There is Peter Stormare playing the villain. James Gunn played the top villain.
I love that.
Beautiful.
I think Nicolas Cage did an excellent job in the movie
National Treasure.
National Treasure.
Okay, so what about a female?
Because he didn't overact. He kept it at a distance.
Nobody's ever picked Nicolas Cage, just so you know, and nobody's ever picked 8mm. So you're and hopefully.
Did I see 8mm?
No, I don't know if you would like it.
Watch it.
It's a very good movie.
I don't want to watch a snuff movie.
It's about a movie.
No. It's about.
Well, it's not an actual. You don't kill anybody.
So hang on. Well, we can't tell you what happens. So wait. So female, and this will determine who.
Christina Ricci will have been nice to work
Oh, that's awesome! Nobody's ever picked her.
And you know what? She's a good little actress.
Very.
Christina Ricci.
I'm so glad you picked her. Everybody picks Meryl Streep, and we're both like,
no.
There's a wonderful actress, an English actress. My honey bunch, whoever.
Which one? You like a bunch of them?
From the English.
He likes Helen Mirren.
Oh, I love Helen Mirren.
Helen Mirren, yes.
Thrilled to work with Helen Mirren.
Very good.
One I think
Charlize Theron, you like?
No, my English one. Doherty.
Oh, Michelle Doherty.
Michelle Doherty is probably one of the greatest actresses we have today.
We have a lot of good actors, actresses, lots.
Well, but she's supreme because I saw her in Downton Abbey where she played a sophisticated woman. And then I saw her in a television series where she played a prostitute, drug addict, kleptomaniac, murderer, dope addict in American language.
It was all good.
She was unbelievable. How that girl can use an American accent. How she went from being the Grand Lady Mary to una putana is amazing. I mean, I would kill. Twice I'd kill to work with Michelle Doherty. I only want her on our show.
Thanks, Max. You're right.
What,
no, we can't mention it on the air.
What?
Nobody likes her. Nobody likes her, man.
I'm glad you said that, though, because fucking total cunt. Really.
Anybody who works with her hates her. So.
Yeah, I like it. And she doesn't, she's one of the reasons why you and I have never met before, because
that's correct. I know that.
She told me bad things about you. And when she told me bad things about you, I believed her, and now I know that she's full of shit with everything she says.
Exactly.
We've been friends before. Your old girlfriend. We don't mention names like that.
My old girlfriend.
Yeah, it's the one that you thought maybe you were going to be walking down the aisle. Anyway, don't mention it.
I was playing her father.
No. Anyway,
I would be walking down the aisle. What the fuck? I'm
not
in real life.
Jimmy will tell you after in private.
We'll tell you in private after.
Wait a minute. I would get married? I was married, no more.
No, never mind. We'll tell you later. Anyway, so I want to go back. Okay, so I love it.
Oh.
That one.
You know what? I have nothing but regret.
Me too.
Because
everybody who worked with that person has regrets.
I loved her. I thought she was my best, dearest friend in the world. I really loved her. It was not fake Hollywood.
And then in the back, shrim.
Yeah.
No, you know what? I used to call her my daughter because I have two daughters. And at her birthday party, she sat on my lap and she whispered in my ear. She said, "Ron, promise me you'll live to be 150. And I thought that was so Karina, so wonderful.
And then,
Yeah.
But you know what? I don't blame her. I don't blame her.
I do.
Emata.
Oh, gosh.
Little nuts.
Out of her mind.
You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that to be mean. I know.
No, it's the truth.
I know her background. I know her family.
I know her background too, but
that
doesn't justify anything.
No, you're right. And I'm glad you brought that up, actually, because that gives me it's terrific. Because I think we would have been friends a long time ago if it wasn't for
Absolutely.
I also think so. In the chat room, they're writing Nicolas Cage played Superman in the new Flash, and that he was excellent in it. Did you see the new Flash? I didn't see.
I did not see. I don't like Flash. I did not see.
Okay. Do you not watch any of the? Do you watch Marvel movies at all? I bet not.
I don't actually. I don't. I'm one of the few directors who doesn't watch Marvel movie. I was a good friend with James Gunn, the director, for many years when we worked together in Trauma back in '97. But then we split apart. But he's a good director, very good. But Marvel movies, of course, if I get hired to do Marvel movies, I will take it immediately. I would love to do Doctor Doom. You know?
I know you're young. But
I'm not young, but thank you.
Well, younger than I. When I was young, I went to see Boccaccio 70 con Sophia Loren. And also La Dolce Vita with Anita Ekberg. And I remember when I left the movie theater after seeing Anita Ekberg, I was so in love with her. I thought she had the best pair of tits in the world, that she was the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. Crazy about her. Then I go see Boccaccio 70 with Sophia Loren, and I'm crazy about Sophia Loren. But guess what? I turned 19 years old, and I'm in a movie called That Kind of Woman, starring Sophia Loren. And I got to meet Sophia Loren on I went and sat down next to her in the folding chair. And I'm speaking Italian. And you know what she said to me?
Don't talk with me.
Don't speak Italian because your Italian is as bad as my English. I will never forget that. And one of the guys came over to me and he said, I was a soldier. He said, soldier, leave Miss Lauren alone. And you know what she said? No, let him stay. She liked me because I was Rolando and I was Italian. Of course, and the Italian I spoke, she got a kick out of it. And I have never gotten over it, and I never will get over it. She's probably one of the most beautiful women I have ever seen in my life. What do you think about those two movies I just mentioned, Boccaccio?
Very good movies.
Did De Sica influence you a little bit?
No, nothing. Maybe Dario Argento. La Dolce Vita, I watched it, but I think Argento back in the days and Bava influenced me at the beginning.
Was Argento, yes.
What did you think of Fellini? Wait, what did you think of Fellini?
I'm the only Italian who doesn't like Fellini, so.
I don't either. I'm not Italian.
He was way out. For me,
way out.
So here's what you got to do, because we only have a couple, 2 minutes left. So number one, which movies where are they playing? Where can people go? Tell us what movies that you've got.
Oh my God. All my movies are available everywhere thanks to Lionsgate. They can be seen on Fandango, on Amazon. If you have a console like Xbox, PlayStation, they can be seen there. So they're pretty much everywhere. Just have to look. My old movies are on Tubi. All my movies pre-2000 are on Tubi. So if you want to watch my old movies that they made for, shoestring budget, you can watch them too.
How many movies have you actually done? Do you know?
28, I believe.
28. Congratulations. I think it's wonderful. I'm happy we had you on the show.
È un grande piacere a conoscere.
Piacere mio, grazie.
We've done a bunch of cast shows of movies. So if like in Drama Awards or somewhere you want to bring a bunch of the cast on,
I will.
Conversation. We did that for all Marcel Waltz's films and a couple of the Mahal brothers.
Marcel Waltz, very talented.
No, we're friends on Facebook. We talk sometimes.
Yes,
Marcel, he did a beautiful job with Blind. Marcel Waltz has a good European, German. He's got a good eye.
I love it. So you guys, this is Max. You can follow him on Instagram. Please check out all his films. The Bouncer, Bloodthirst, The Adrenaline, Lockdown. Painkiller, The Penthouse, Mayday. There's a bunch more, and you'll look to see more stuff. We'll have you back when you come. When you got more stuff to promote, we'll bring you back. I loved having you on.
Definitely.
Thank you so much. All the best to you and your
Thank
fiance.
you so much.
Looking forward to seeing you next Saturday.
Absolutely.
And listen to me, you go back to Italy soon. 8 years is no good. Too long to be away.
Let's go all together. Let's go.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, we're going to the Cannes Film Festival
next year.
So then I'm going to fly
with one of your films.
I'm going to fly over to Germany.
My sales agent is there.
Okay, you don't need to go.
Actually, we could drive from Cannes to Genoa to visit my cousin.
Actually, yes, you can.
All right, everybody. How do I say your last name again? Cerchi. All right, everybody. So congratulations.
Wait, Cerchi. Is that like cercare, to look for?
It's like Cerchi, rounds.
Oh, no, Cerchi.
So Max Cerchi, you guys, congratulations on all your success. So happy to have you on, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, you guys, so we're going to take a quick music break, and then we're bringing in our next guest.
You see how we Italians love each other.
This is Mimi Fox. The name of the song is Cross My Heart. It's from the film That's a Wrap that's now on Tubi by Marcel Waltz. Enjoy it, and we're going to come back with our next guest, James Stokes.
Cross my heart and hope to die, 'cause I feel so alone and I feel so high. And every time I think I'm getting a hold of myself, I lose my grip, oh no. You've got me slipping away, 'cause I lose my mind when I'm in this state. Chemicals dripping my brain, 'cause I run and hide, but I can't get away. City lights are shining, all the stars align, and now it's perfect timing. Now there's no more hiding, and there's no more lying, no more tears for crying. Cross my heart and hope to die, 'cause I feel so alone and I feel so high. And every time I think I'm getting a hold of myself, I lose my grip, oh no. You've got me slipping away, 'cause I lose my mind when I'm in this state. Chemicals dripping my brain, 'cause I run and hide, but I can't get away.
Welcome to the final act.
Hey, you guys, that was Mimi Fox. The name of the song is Cross My Heart. It's from the That's a Wrap soundtrack, and the movie is now on Tubi.
And I got news for you. It's the first time I've heard it. It's great. It's a good, like a disco song.
Yeah, it's a good song.
And the movie, of course, is wild and outrageous, and I loved it.
Love it.
I mean, I didn't love a lot of the blood, but I love the story.
So now we're going to bring
and
on...
of course, all my friends are in it.
We're going to bring on James Stokes. Bring him in.
James Stokes.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Hey, guys. I'm doing good. How are y'all?
We are fantastic, and we're happy to have you guys. This is James Stokes. He was on the show. I don't know if that was this year or that was last year.
No, it was last year. Yeah, it's been over a year. It's been right at a year, maybe, or longer. Yeah. So how y'all?
Stuff since then.
And you had the courage to come back on again.
Absolutely, I love you guys. Absolutely.
So first,
especially when you got Max on. Good Lord, I mean, I haven't seen Max since I was in Romania with him, and we did Adrenaline together. So
right. He said to make sure we say hi to you. So Max says hello to you.
Max says hi.
And and James says hello to you, Max. And actually,
absolutely.
Hey Juan, is Max still there? Bring him back for a second if he's still there, and they can say hi. There you go. Hey Max. Hey, James.
James, $5.
No, I don't have $5. You owe me $5. Little inside joke there between me and Max. There, that's great. That's back in Romanian days.
I have to explain your $5 Romanian joke to us, though.
It's a stupid joke that we had every time something happened. It was like, James, $5.
$5. So it was fun. It was fun.
Okay,
I'll tell you though, on a serious note though about Max, one of the best directors I've ever worked with. I love no, absolutely. I mean, when they brought me over to Romania, I didn't know what to expect. He made me feel just at ease as far as being in front of the camera and letting me be myself and letting me take hold of the character and all that stuff. And I hope I did it justice for him. And that's a 20. I'll take one. Yeah.
James,
He'll won't change. It's called. It was called Adrenaline. We shot it over in Bucharest, Romania. And Adrenaline, yes, sir. And Max was the director on it, and it was just absolutely an amazing time. It's and like I said, Max was just great to work with and work for. And any time that man asked me to do anything, I'd be there for him. Absolutely.
Let's go for free.
I also invited.
Yeah, not for free though. No more for free. You're gonna pay me a lot of $5.
I think I've always wanted to work with an Italian director, and I have.
Oh my goodness!
Yes. So I'm looking forward to one. Listen, I have a couple of movies coming up that are going to shoot me to stardom, and then he's going to beg for me. He's going to give me $1 million a picture and my name over the title.
So hang on.
Let's go, guys.
Hang on real quick, you guys. So we have another fan, and she lives in Bakersfield. Her name's Dawn Hinton, and she watches everything that everybody who comes on the show does. Her name is Dawn. So Max, first, you say hello, Dawn, please.
Hi, Dawn. How are you? Thank you for watching.
And then you, James, say hey to Dawn.
Hey, Dawn. How are you? Thank you for watching our stuff.
She wanted to get it all in there. All right.
What are you, in a car or an airplane? What the hell are you?
I am. I'm in my car. Yeah, I'll be headed to Iowa City here soon. So yeah.
It looks like an airplane. Yeah. What kind of car is that?
No, it's a car. It's my SUV. Yeah.
And why are you going to Iowa City to sign autographs?
Yep. I have a film festival, a 4-day film festival out there. They're going to be showing our films. I'll be setting up a booth out there for Jason Voorhees and selling some of my masks and pictures and stuff. And I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun time, fun weekend.
Has your life changed since you were on our show?
You're going to be talking more.
No,
yes.
Your private life.
No, his life has changed because he's made a ton of movies since he was on the show.
Life has changed big time. I've gotten some really good roles. I've gotten some really good conventions that I'm hitting.
We don't want to hear about your career. We want to hear about your private life.
Yes.
We have women out there that just plugged in their vibrators when they saw your muscular arms.
If you guys really want to see him, follow him on Instagram.
So, all those ladies now are having fantasies about being in that Jeep with you. So
all of this is for Max. Nobody else. That's it.
Wait. You guys, all you guys do, go on Instagram. You guys follow Stokes.James1414. He posts all kinds of pictures of him in the gym without a shirt and all kinds of shit. He's super buffed. He's super buffed, you guys, like a superhero. And
I mean, the women are going nuts. I hear the vibrators from here.
Y'all are crazy. I love you guys.
Gary, plus you got a girlfriend. What happened in the years since?
Yeah, lots changed. Lots changed. I've taken on, like I said, several more roles. As far as personal life goes, nothing's changed there. I mean, I'm still just trying to dig my feet in and be as much of a professional actor as I possibly can be, and doing everything that I can to make myself better at what I do at my craft.
What about those cold, lonely nights?
You know what?
Put a blanket on.
There you go, Max. I just throw another blanket on. You know, it's just...
James, I could tell you're not an Italian.
No, I'm a Southern Italian, if that's what you want to call me.
Northern men can't go 4 hours without sex. Right, Max?
James is very reserved. He's very, very gentleman from the South. You know, it's a really good actor.
Bullshit.
No, he is. First of all, though, so here's something I learned.
A piece of ass walked in a room. He jumped like a
Here's something
puppet.
I didn't know about James, though, the last time he came on. So he used to be a professional rodeo person, like riding. Like they did.
I did.
Did the girls throw panties at you then?
That was definitely a woman getter. Yeah, I rode bulls and barebacks, but in horses. But yeah, I did that for 5 years. International Pro Rodeo Association. It is just something that I'm adrenaline junkie, I guess you would say. No pun meaning to adrenaline, but I'm adrenaline junkie. And it's just everything that I do, as y'all know, and as you watch my career, everything that I do it at 100%. I'm not going to go into anything half-assed. I'm not going to go in saying I'm just going to do the minimum job. It's just like going to Romania. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to give my best performance in front of the camera every time, and I'm going to be ready. I'm going to know my lines, and I'm going to be the best I can be for any director that I'm in front of. So
it only took 100 takes. No, I'm joking. Only took 100
takes. No, I'm joking. So I have a question.
100 takes.
You watch Yellowstone? Have you ever seen that show, Yellowstone?
I have. I've actually auditioned for Yellowstone 4 times already.
They got to get you on there. Like, I don't know if it's still going to be going, but it is the greatest show on television. Like,
it 100% is. And being a professional equestrian, you know, I've shown the casting director that I can ride a horse, that I know how to be around a horse. I've been around horses all my life, horses, cattle, everything on the farm. And so I pride myself on learning. If I'm going to do something, I'm going to learn everything about that before I call myself a professional. And I can call myself a professional equestrian because I know everything there is to know about a horse.
I like
so,
Max, do you watch Yellowstone? Max, do you watch Yellowstone?
No, of course.
I've seen it before now. It's such a good show. I love it to death. I think it's terrific. All right, so how about, Max, we're going to let you go and just talk to James for a little bit.
Hi, James. It was a pleasure again.
Max, thanks you, buddy.
Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, you guys. So now we're back with James, and Max is great, and I think it's really cool that you had an opportunity to work with that. And when I asked you to come on, I didn't even know that until I was researching his movies.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool when I saw that Max was going to be on too. I thought, oh man, you know, I haven't seen him or talked to him. Well, we keep up with each other on Facebook, but we haven't really talked a whole lot. He's a busy guy, and so am I. So we just kind of just cross paths every now and then. But it was nice to see him and get to talk to him again.
So you guys, James, the last time he was on, he had kind of like started building his name as Jason Voorhees. The name of the movie that you were in was Voorhees, Night of the Beast. And
yes.
That has really opened a lot of doors for you, hasn't it?
That has opened so many doors for me. It is still opening doors for me, just like this Iowa City thing. They're showing our film 3 different times this weekend and having Q&As and doing all that stuff down there. And this is the thing, though, Jimmy. I don't want to be just Jason Voorhees. I want people to know me as an actor. I just premiered a movie here in Nashville called Child of Love with Eric Roberts, Ciara Hanna from the Power Rangers and stuff. It's a movie about a Down syndrome child and the family, how she started a school for Down syndrome kids. I played a preacher in it. Eric Roberts played a doctor in it, and it's going to be a very, very good movie. We just premiered it 3 weeks ago Tuesday, and so it's we're looking forward to that coming out. So
though, like I'm like looking down. I see you have a movie at the end of the Santa Fe Trail, Just One Life, Choose, Great White Throne, Judgment was a TV movie, a fan film, Batman, Heart of Ice, where you play Deathstroke, Reunion from Hell 1 and 2 with Mark Patton and Lisa Wilcox. They've both been on the show. A Soldier's Secret, The Macabre. You have actually, like, since you were on the show, you've done a lot of stuff.
I've done a lot of stuff, and I'm going back. The director for The Macabre, he has asked me back for Infernal, and that's in Las Vegas. This week, at the 1st of November, I'm going to Decatur, Illinois to shoot the true story about Derek Lee Todd, a serial killer. He was a serial killer. It was a true story, and I'm pretty sure y'all know who Bishop Stevens is. Yes. Well, I'm going to be in there with him, and so with him and a couple of other great actors and stuff that I'm looking forward to working with. And so I'm going to be playing one of the lead detectives in that show. So I'm looking forward to that. So I've got.
Yeah, like, how do people find you? Do you have an agent? Are they coming to you, or how's it working?
I do have an agent. Larry Hurley out of Atlanta, Georgia. He's doing phenomenal for me. And in a couple of weeks here in Nashville, actually, I'm going to be with the Dukes of Hazzard. Pretty much, I'm going to be with Catherine Bach and Tom Wopat and John Snyder, and we're going to be up here.
We've had John. Twice.
Yeah, John's a great guy. I was with him at the CMA Fest down in Nashville this year, where we raised money for the Children's Hospital here at Vanderbilt, and I think we raised about $60,000 to $65,000 in a 4-hour span.
Where are you? You're in Tennessee?
I'm in Nashville right now. Yes, I'm in Nashville.
Where do you live, or where do you actually live?
A North Nashville called Hendersonville. I live right in North Nashville. A little town called Hendersonville. It ain't little anymore. But
I actually have a column. There's a publication in Nashville called the Nashville Music Guide, and I actually have a column on it.
Oh wow! Okay, cool. Well, I'm in that, and I've the Huckabee Show. There's a Huckabee Show here. Have you ever heard of that? The Huckabee Show. It's where Twitty City is here in Hendersonville. I'm thinking. I just got talked to the other day about coming on that show, the Huckabee Show, and that's a nationwide show as well. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm big in the movies. The country music scene here.
You're not. The music scene is fabulous. You're not doing though a whole lot of horror. Then really, you've done some kind of horror, but you're really like starting to expose. You have a look that fits for everything.
Yes. Well, thank you. Yes, but I am branching out and doing a lot of other things besides just horror. But I love the horror genre. I would probably say that's my favorite genre to do. I think making horror films is, they're just fun. They're just fun. You get to shoot a lot at night, and you get a lot of leadway. A lot of liberty, freedoms, freedoms, or liberties, whatever you want to call it. But it's just fun to make a horror film. So it's.
Have you worked in television yet?
I have worked in television a little bit. Of course, I was on Stranger Things. I was on Netflix. That's a TV show. Did some work with them. The Calling of Lizzie McBride. I was back in the 1920s. I was a cop, or supposed to have been a detective looking for moonshiners back in then. I did that. There's been several different things. On the Oxygen Network and the Ion Network. I've done Mark of a Killer. I've done Snapped. I've done several of those shows and stuff, TV shows and stuff like that. So yeah.
Different television to the horror movies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
television is tough.
So
it's very tough.
You don't get away with anything.
Last week we actually had Adam Marcus on, and Adam Marcus is the writer and the director of Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday the 13th, whatever. And
yeah.
And he was very cool. Like, we had a wonderful time talking with him on the show. He also did Texas Chainsaw 3D, where he wrote it and everything. Anyway, his name was Adam Marcus, and he was very cool. And it made me think. That's what made me think about you to come on this week, was the fact that we did and he was Jason, and you've been Jason.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago I was out in Denver, Colorado at the Colorado Horror Festival there, and me and John. Do y'all know John Dugan? Have y'all had him on?
We have not had him on, but I do know who he is.
Well, me and John, we flew out to Denver together. John lives here in Nashville as well, and this was his first con in Denver, and this was my second time. So me and him went out there and did that convention together, and then flew back. And John is just a great friend of mine. Me and him's done several movies together now, and
John,
I just
from like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, right? Isn't that what he's?
Yeah, he was the grandfather in all the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So that was Angela Joseph was at that convention, right?
Oh yes, yeah. I think she was. Yes,
Angela, because that's how we actually met him. Is Angie?
Angie, baby, say hi to. Give her a hug if you see her from me.
Oh, I always hug her when I see her. I love her to death. Yeah.
This hug is from Ron Russell.
I sure will.
I haven't seen Angie in a long time.
Oh my gosh, she's amazing. She's great.
Everybody's so busy doing nothing because of the strike. None of us are working.
No. Yeah.
Only the non-SAGs are working.
Yeah.
But the SAGs, we're not working.
So
right.
So let's go back to because now you've done 2 fan films. You did a Batman one, Batman Heart of Ice, where you played Deathstroke. Yeah. I'm a huge Batman fan. I have a zillion Batman action figures, like all different. Even 1 year for Christmas, he even got me like a 4-foot one. I have like a 4-foot Batman, a classic.
Yeah. I give him toys for his birthday.
Everybody knows that. That's my thing. So, and I actually was in a Batman fan film a long time ago, but I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if it even ever came out. Yours probably came out. And so tell us a little bit about the Batman fan film.
Well, the Batman fan film, as far as my character goes, Deathstroke, I come in at the very, very end of it because he is making another movie, which is going to be a whole lot of Deathstroke. So this next movie that he's going to do, I will be a very prominent figure in that next film. And another reason why I'm trying to stay in good shape is because of roles like that right there, because I want people, I mean, again, my character or whatever character I play, I want to portray it as best as I can. You know, some people say, well, you know, playing a Western, in a Western, your muscles are going, you know, they didn't look like that back in the 1800s. Well, with the shirts and stuff that they could put on me or that I wear, you don't, I can hide this very well. I mean, you can't hide my shoulders a whole lot, but I mean, you can hide, you know, muscles and stuff like that. But yeah, I
have tattoos. That's the most important thing.
Do you have tattoos?
Right. I just as of right now, I just have one on my upper arm here. So yeah, so that's it. So
that's one thing they ask if you're going to have anything a period piece where you're wearing a costume that reveals tattoos. I don't have a tattoo on me, so I put that in my what's it called? My
description.
Your bio.
Description.
Yeah, bio.
No tattoos. Not that they want me to show my body. Trust me. But just in case they want me dead, they don't have to cover up my tattoos.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'2".
Okay, so do you ever watch that show Reacher? Have you ever seen that show Reacher?
I have seen Reacher. I know what you're talking about.
That dude kind of you remind me of kind of him in the roles that he plays. You know, and he's played some roles.
Yes, he does. He's a big guy. He's a big guy too. Yeah.
He's a big guy, all muscular. It's a great show.
Yeah.
The show is great, and he's a superhero. He's like Angel, the guy with the wings. I don't know what his name is, but he's someone who's becoming very prominent. He was also in I think he was in Fast X. Yeah, he was just in Fast X. So he's
I think so too.
Going way on up, but I kind of see you playing those kind of roles as you get. You don't see me more popular.
You don't see me playing those kind of roles?
Well, not the ones that
I'm 6'1". I mean, I made the height.
Yeah, but look at the. Let's see.
Well, he's got nothing compared to me. Right, those arms are something.
How often do you have to? How often do you work out?
My arms. Wait a minute.
Yeah. How often do you work out? Like every day?
I work out 6 days a week. Yes, I do. And now, you know, when I say that, I work out different muscle groups every day. So, yeah. So, but I work out 6 days a week. Yes, I do. Mm-hmm.
I love it. So I want to play the trailer real quick. I had him do Voorhees Night of the Beast trailer. So how about you produce this and then Juan, you play the trailer for us just so people can see the film that got it started for him. And introduce it, and we'll play it. And just hang on. We'll be right back.
Okay. Well, guys, this is a trailer for Voorhees Night of the Beast, where I play Jason Voorhees.
Look, Mark he hasn't slept through the night since he's moved in with me.
This is a bad idea.
You ready to do this?
You shouldn't go in there.
If you go, you're doomed. You're all doomed.
You don't think he's really out there, do you?
All I know is there's been a shit ton of bodies out there over the years. I'm more inclined to believe the legend than not.
That's a fairly expensive question, John. I'm not sure you want to pay that price.
Go to hell, you son of a bitch! What's it cost?
Give me your hand. I suspect we'll find more bodies.
Yeah, I think so. Ron's asking me how many people do we know that play Jason, because we've had almost every Jason.
I think everybody on our show played Jason.
You know, I was really good friends with Steve. I forgot his name, but he played Jason in the first movie, where he doesn't actually have a mask, where he has the straw thing on his head.
Yeah.
Ken Kersinger. We recently had CJ, Grandma. I don't know. We've had almost every Jason on the show, I think. And now we've had a couple of people who wrote some of those movies. I just had a meeting with Sean Cunningham, who created Jason in the original. So it's a fun. And I have a 6-foot Jason in my, well, not right now because it's packed up, but I have a 6-foot Jason that you plug it in, it swings the machete and makes the noise, that.
Oh, wow.
In my office. So I love it.
Yeah.
And I think because I know you've done a lot of different things. Like I read on your bio, you were a disc jockey for 5 years. You were an EMT. Are you still an EMT?
I'm not. I let that lapse a long time. Well, about 3.5, 4 years ago, I let that lapse. It's just, I know I won't be going back to that job. So I just went ahead and keeping up all your cards and everything for that. It was just getting to be too much with me being gone as much as I'm gone. So I just went ahead and let that lapse. I did it for 16 years and it was a very rewarding job, but it was also a very hard job dealing with death and stuff almost every shift. And so I don't know, it's a very demanding job for a person, especially with kids and stuff like that. So
I want to say something way off what we're talking about. I want to thank you for wearing that T-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Because I love America too.
Yes, sir. We're going through some hard times in America right now, and
an American flag, and I think it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for doing that on our show, because we go all over the world. 5 million people watch our show. And I want them to know that there are Americans who do love the country and who are not like some of the assholes that are out there right now protesting against the war in Israel. Or going forward, not protesting, God no. The people that are loving it, they're saying wonderful. So
were you in the military?
Sir?
You look like you would have been in the military. Were you in the military?
I was in the military, yes.
I can't
hear you, Jim.
Hang on, we can't hear you. See if you're see if the
you moved and you might have disconnected.
Oh, can you hear me now?
We can't hear you. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Hello,
can you hear me?
Hey, Juan, you got any suggestions? Juan says he can hear him, but we can't hear him. How come we can't? Okay, hang on. Maybe something happened on our end. Hold on. All right, now go.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, how wild is that? Our volume got turned all the way down, and I haven't touched the computer.
Okay.
You know what? No. The communists are all over.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
The communists cut you off.
Right. So yeah, nothing happened. I went and played. I went to play football at Western Kentucky University after I got out of the Marines, and after that, I became. I was working at a factory for a while, and then I went on to become an EMT firefighter, and did that for the last 16 years. And then, so yeah, I haven't had a whole lot of big jobs in my life because once I get a job, I kind of tend to keep it. That's just a generation that I am. And being, I grew up watching my father, work relentlessly at the same job for as long as I can remember. It was just a work ethic that I took a hold of, and so did all my brothers and stuff, and my sisters. And we just kind of did the same thing. Once you get a job, you do that job to the best of your ability and keep it. There's no reason to jump around from job to job. It's harder.
So you mean you don't believe in getting things for free?
100%. You have to work for everything that you get in this life, and that's where America has got its downfall. Everybody's a winner now, and everybody can't be a winner.
Yeah, but unfortunately, we have a lot of people here who think that they deserve everything for free.
Yes, there's a lot of people that think they are
entitled.
Yeah, they did entitled. That's yes.
Yeah,
so yes, I'm a hardworking American. So is Jimmy. So were my parents and my great parents.
So is James.
And my great parents came from Italy. And when they came here from Italy, they learned the language and they went to work. They expected nothing. And they worked very hard. And I am who I am because I stand on their shoulders.
Are you from Kentucky?
Right, and so do you. I could tell that you're standing on your dad's shoulders.
Absolutely. I am from Kentucky, Jimmy. I was born and raised I was born in Christian County, Kentucky, which is right outside of Hopkinsville, Kentucky, right close to Fort Campbell, Kentucky, which is the Army base there, second largest Army base in the United States, Fort Campbell, Kentucky. And so, and I lived there pretty much all my life until I moved 17 years ago to Nashville.
Have you ever heard of Bowling Green?
Isn't your father from
That's where I went to school. I went to Western Kentucky University in Bowling Green.
That's funny. That's where my father was raised. I used to go there in the summers. When I was a kid, because he has.
That's where all the streets are after on Halloween. With Michael Myers.
Yeah.
All the streets are named after streets in Bowling Green, Kentucky. That's because that's where he was from, John Carpenter.
Actually, my cousins have a band, and it's called Cage the Elephant. And Cage the Elephant is a huge band from Bowling Green, and they're huge. Like they're on the Tonight Show and they Grammys and all kinds of stuff. But I've never actually met them. I haven't actually ever met them because my father passed away a long time ago, and they became famous in the last 10 years or something.
Wow!
But Bowling Green, I used to love going there in the summers. It was awesome.
Yeah. I'm friends with a lot of big name country artists here in Nashville. T.G. Shepherd, one of the main ones. T.G. is we do a lot. I do a lot for him. He does a lot for me. Him and Kelly Lang, they just are great people and has introduced me to some of the biggest names in music pretty much. And, getting to hang around John Rich and John Snyder and all those guys from, it's just great.
I'm actually really good friends with John Schneider's publicist because I'm a publicist, and so we get along really well. And have you ever met Jason Aldean?
I've never met Jason Aldean, no, but I've met a lot of the others. I've met Luke Bryan, I've met Luke Combs, I've met a lot of the bigger name artists that are out there right now.
Do you listen to country music?
Oh, that's all I listen to. Yeah.
Kentucky, Jimmy. Kentucky, what else?
Now he's in Nashville. No,
listen, I have driven through Kentucky and Alabama, and you don't get anything but country music for hours.
Pretty much.
That's all you get. And then when you get to this is from driving from New York to LA. When you get to Texas, then the shit-kicking music really comes out.
So I like country music, but I have to say, because I'm a big guy, like Kid Rock. I dressed him a couple times as a celebrity clothing designer. I'm a big Kid Rock fan, and I like Jason Aldean. I didn't have any idea who he was until recently, but I really like him a lot. He was going to be playing here someplace, and we almost went to go see him, but it was in a field, and I can't sit like on a field because I got a bad knee. I got to have a seat.
Yeah, Jason. I love Jason's music. I absolutely love Jason. And John's going back to John Snyder. I would love to work with John, on screen sometime. We're right here in Nashville, and I'm gonna get to be with him and Tom and Catherine. And Catherine actually is with my production team or my manager and stuff like that. So me and Catherine are actually going to sit down and talk next in a couple of weeks, and actually go over some things that me and her, some promos that me and her are going to do together. And I mean, that is just amazing to me because I grew up with Daisy Duke and John and, Bo and Luke Duke. I mean, so I am so excited about being at the same place with them, signing autographs and getting to meet people with them and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to that.
I think that was a great. So we have a friend, Michael Damian, and his wife's father was the father.
James Best.
James Best was the father.
Oh, James Best. Yeah.
Yeah. So their father was on the show, and I've met Catherine John Snyder many times. And I actually had a movie. We offered him a role, but the financing didn't fall through, and then his wife passed away. Unfortunately. But he's a great guy, and he's like a
great guy,
and he's a patriot, and I love it. I love all the things that he does, and I think he's fabulous with it. So you guys, you can follow James on Instagram. It's Stokes.James1414. If people want to see your whole film, the whole film of the Voorhees Night of the Beast, it's on YouTube, right?
It is. Yep, YouTube, and then we got Night of the Beast, which is just a short film, pretty much just kind of tying some things together that we felt was left out of the first one. So we did a short film to tie some things together about Jason. And I don't want to spoil it for anybody that hasn't seen it, but you can watch Voorhees Night of the Beast and then Night After the Beast. I think both of them together is about an hour and 20 minutes tops. And then I have another one that I did in Cleveland, Ohio. It's called Slasherverse, and that's on YouTube as well. And I play Jason in that one too. But it's a combination of pretty much all the slasher films, from Halloween to Friday the 13th to Ghostface, Scream, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And so it's a whole combination of all of them put together. They're short films as well. So that was really fun to do up in Cleveland. So
I love it. And how many weekends a month are you off to go into conventions? A lot, aren't you?
I don't. From now, this weekend until October, I'm pretty much booked. I've got personal appearances at some haunted houses out of Atlanta. I'll be at another con in Fort Wayne, Indiana, in 2 weeks. So yeah, I've got things booked and stuff pretty much every weekend. I'm doing a veterans thing on. Actually, the same weekend that I'm doing it with Tom and Catherine and John. I've got a veterans thing that I've got to kind of separate the two and go do some things, because veterans are very big for me. Veterans and I do a lot with mental health awareness, with bullying, anti-bullying. I don't like bullies. I don't believe in it. I just don't like it at all. I go to schools, middle schools mainly, and I talk to middle school students, and I use my mask. People always say, how do you use Jason mask to do that? Well, when you walk into a room full of kids that are about 12 to 13 to 14 years old, and you got that mask on and you're as big as I am, they shut up. If I walked in there in another suit, or if I just walked in there just to talk to them, they don't want to listen to me. But when I walk in there with that mask on, and that's usually how I do it, I go out in the hall and I put the mask on and I walk in, the kids just shut up and they listen to me. But that is a chance right now for me to tell them, look, guys, this right here is where you choose your friends that you're going to hang out with the next level at high school. Choose the good friends. I don't care if it's only one of them or if it's none of them. You choose the right people now, because once you get to high school, if you get in the wrong group of friends, you're going to go down a path that you don't want to. So I try to make sure that they understand that that bullying is wrong, and the friends that you choose now in your life as a middle school student, that's who you're going to be with the rest of your life. And I chose right. I chose some really good friends to be around. And I'm not saying that to say I'm better than everybody else. I'm saying that because the people that I chose, I had something, my parents, my coaches, everything else. I wanted to make people proud of me. And that's where I've always been. Even when I was in the field, digging up weeds in the potato field for my dad, I wanted to do it the best I could to make him proud of me.
It's a very good story.
But I bet you
we're out of time,
I
guys.
bet you get bullied a lot.
Yeah.
Because, you're so frail and skinny looking. I mean, the bullies pick you up. They pick you up. Wait, good thing you have all those good friends from high school because they protect you, you little skinny runt.
I agree with everything you say. We're basically out of time, so I have to cut you off. But
absolutely,
everything that you're doing is wonderful. I'm so happy to know you. So thank you for that you came on the show today. Drive careful.
Thank you.
Have a good time. Congratulations on all your successes, and we'll be in touch. And if you need anything, you let me know.
And
Jimmy, Ron, thank you.
Hey, Jim, you're okay in my book.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Ron. I love you guys so much. So have me on anytime.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye. All right, everybody. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Can try not to be so wrong. Yeah, we in the mix. Yeah, we in the mix. It's another episode. Here we go. The Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. Interviewing the hottest, newest, and truest of today's celebrities. Make sure to subscribe so you can get notified weekly. Jimmy Star, he's the king of cool. Ron Russell, he's a gorgeous dude. Chat room is live and you would be a fool not to vibe with us at the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. Come watch it live on W4CY Radio. Miss some past episodes? Download on iTunes. The Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. It's the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell.